We're here with John Galandak, who is the leader of the Commerce Industry Association. Yes, you are the CEO. Let me ask you this. Every year that we do this legislative dinner, the one-on-one legislative dinner the Commerce Industry Association has, I ask myself, will the issues change? So my question to you is, why is it that everyone's talking about the estate tax, and didn't we talk about that last year?
We talked about it last year. It hasn't gone away, and it remains one of the biggest challenges in New Jersey in terms of our competitiveness. We're one of two states, as you know, that have an estate and inheritance tax. Puts us at a competitive disadvantage.
Estate and the inheritance tax. Explain to folks who may not be able to follow the inside jargon, if you will, in the State House and the legislature, why both the estate tax and the inheritance tax is a problem.
Well, the estate tax is levied against the person's estate, so when a person passes away, that calculation is done on those total assets.
At $675,000 it kicks in.
The threshold that it kicks in at, and then the other is if anyone inherits some money, they get taxed as well. So it's in a sense double taxation. But the real reason that it's a bad idea is 48 other states don't do it. So when people think about where they're going to retire, this has to be an important consideration, and they choose other states to retire in. As a result, we lose other things. We lose some really great people. We lose some people who move their businesses before they retire. And we lose all the revenue that they would have spent here, whether it's buying a restaurant meal or a new automobile and paying that sales tax.
What are we proposing? What is the Commerce and Industry Association actually specifically proposing, John?
We are aligned with both Democrats and Republicans in a well-regarded proposal that would eliminate this over a period of years.
Eliminate the estate tax?
Yes, phase it out over 5 or 6 years. That way, the impact on the state revenues would be incrementally felt and be able to be absorbed over time. The trade-off would be, of course, you'd get increased revenue from sales tax that wouldn't exit the state.
The other issue that's going to wind up coming tonight, by the way, I'm honored every year to moderate, let's just say, a very spirited dialogue with the legislators here and the business leaders about the issues that matter to them. And one of the issues I know that's going to come up, and I'm going to ask John about this, is some of the mandates. One of the mandates being paid sick leave, and the other one, let's just say, is the movement that is led by Senate President Steve Sweeney and Assembly Speaker Vincent Prieto for the $15 an hour minimum wage. Take one at a time, 15 bucks.
Bad idea, because again, it puts us at a competitive disadvantage. We'd be one of just a couple states that mandate that. But number two, all this whole suite of mandates, if you will, in terms of labor law, labor regulation, kind of hamstrings employers. It doesn't allow them to compete. If it's mandated, it doesn't allow them to compete for the good employees by offering different benefits, by offering different salaries. If they're all mandated to offer the same amount, how do they compete?
But John, respectfully, on the $15 an hour minimum wage, what do you say to those who say New Jersey is such an expensive state, it's different than other states, it's more expensive than other states, so $15 an hour just is reasonable?
It is, and those people that will earn $15 were that to become the law would be better off. Who would be worse off is the person that's currently earning $11 and wouldn't have a job at $15. So what's not seen is the people that would actually be worse off as a result of losing their jobs.
So you're okay with raising the minimum wage, but not to $15 all at once?
I think it'll happen spontaneously. If you take a McDonald's and a Burger King and a Wendy's that are in that same arena, they will have to compete with higher wages if they want to get good people, and that's true of every single industry. Competition among businesses will raise the wage rate no matter what, and if the state has to get into this business at all, what they really should do is encourage some training programs so that people are more productive, their companies earn more money as a result of their talent and their contributions, and they will get raises.
By the way, you can hear the crowd coming in, legislators are coming in, business leaders are coming in. This is the Commerce and Industry Association legislative one-on-one dinner that is every June is done here at Nanina's in the park. It's a great event. It's spirited, it's candid. Democrats and Republicans come together and with business leaders and they discuss all issues.
If I could add one thing, just overall, why do we do this? We do it because one of the joys of my job and the most important part is bringing good people together. Not just in business, but in business and government. If you sit down together over a meal or even without a meal and you have an honest dialogue, you're more likely to come to some agreement, some consensus, and you can work together. If you never talk, you're not likely to agree on anything.
The difference between this and what's going on in Washington, the Congress?
I hope there's a big difference. I hope we can do more things in a positive way in New Jersey through events like this, by getting people to talk and to agree.
Or at least to respectfully disagree. Thank you, John.
Absolutely. Thank you, Steve.
The preceding program has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation. celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence, and 13 for WNET, NJTV, and WHYY. Funding for this edition of Caucus New Jersey has been provided by Partners for Health Foundation, Investors Bank, Virtua, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, NJM, the Give Something Back Foundation, and by the New Jersey Office of the Insurance Fraud Prosecutor. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. Caucus New Jersey has been produced in partnership with TriStar Studios.